guys. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm covering 90 Day Fiance. Sorry, before the 90 Day Fiance season 4 episode 3, I believe. I don't believe it's 4 yet. So let's jump into it. So first we're going to start off with Ed and Rosemary. So Ed finally gets to the Philippines. They show you the 24-hour segment when they show you Rosemary's life. So she kind of lives in the slums. She's not that well off. She lives in the back of her sister's store with her sister and her sister's child and then her son. She sleeps on the floor. They don't have a toilet. They don't have even a kitchen. So it's kind of like a makeshift area for them. But she's living a pretty okay life considering, and she's doing what she needs to do to survive. To me, it was very clear that she's using Ed for his money and a green card because she don't want him, let's be honest. And I don't know, I feel like it's well known amongst her family that she's taken one for the team. Because she's not attracted to him. Her sister said, I'm happy. She's talking to him because he's rich. She said that she wants a father for Ed. She wants her son to call Ed daddy because she wants someone to take care of her son. And then she also wants children with him, but for the wrong reasons. More than just I love you children, it's more of this is my security blanket. So her intentions are not there, and I feel like because she's taking one for the team, she's willing to justify being close to him, having to kiss him, be intimate, it's all for the greater good. So then you have Ed. He gets to the Philippines and he's waiting for Rosemary to come. She's not answering her phone, and he's kind of at the place where you pick up people and you meet people. So he's kind of just walking around. He's hot, he's tired, he's frustrated because she's not answering her phone, and he's thinking, oh my god, have I wasted my time? Did I do this for nothing? What's happening? So he's understandably freaking out. Well, 40 minutes later, Rosemary shows up, and Ed's oh my god, he's so smitten with her. And she's kind of hey, what's going on? Hi. And obviously I could tell she wasn't really feeling him in the flesh. I feel like the foreigners, because they kind of have no filter with the way that they describe someone, she's he's short and big. She notices obviously right off the bat that she's taller than him, and it didn't matter if Ed was missing a leg or an eye or anything. She would have accepted him any other way because she's there for the wrong reasons. So then Ed has the nerve to say, oh, do you like what you see? No, sir. No, she doesn't like what she sees. And she's kind of just it's okay. I'll make do with what I have type of mentality. Which Ed, she was not going to be head over heels for you. You're the love of her life. She will continue to call you king, but that's about it. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Alright, sorry about that. My camera died, my battery died, and I had to charge it for a couple of hours. So here we are again. So next we're going to talk about Avery and Ash. So not much happened here. You see the 24 hours before Avery arrives. You see Ash talking about his job, why he got into relationship coaching. For someone who's a relationship coach, it seems like he doesn't have much successful relationships. He was married for a number of years. That didn't work out. And then it seemed like he just dated a bunch of girls. And I guess have never connected to them on the level he connects with Avery. So you also see him go and buy her flowers, and he goes to, I guess, his local shop because the guys there like, hey Ash, who you buying flowers for? Who's a lucky girl? And he kind of makes a comment that like he stays buying flowers for all these girls. He gets a lot of girls, which you can see could be a problem in the future because as a relationship coach, he seems kind of, I don't know, he comes off as like a player type guy, but a player type guy who's in the body, or who's disguised as someone who wants to help you, type of angle. So I could see them facing a lot of problems. Avery, I don't want to say like sends her kids away, but her kids are being watched by people, and then she's getting ready to go to Australia. So that's all that happens with that. So next we have Jeffrey and Vanya. I felt like their segments were so cringeworthy and so awkward because, like, are you sure these people liked each other at some point? They seem very, very weird. I can't read them. It's like, I feel like for Vanya, she like wants him to be like a manly man, and then Jeffrey's like, well, why are you kind of giving me the cold shoulder? They had like a mini argument because Vanya, I want to say, yeah, sorry, not Vanya, Varya, told Jeffrey that like her girlfriends, blame it on your girlfriends, said that she should spend the night at her friend's house versus being with him. Jeffrey took it the wrong way, and like he wasn't thinking about it from her perspective because technically he is a stranger. Like, she knows him mentally, I guess, but she does not know him physically, and he could be a killer for all she knows. So she's taking precautions, or her friends are telling her to take precautions, and I felt like he copped a little attitude of just like, oh, so you don't want to be with me now? Or like, what's the problem? And I'm just kind of like, Jeffrey, calm down. Like, she's a woman. She's meeting this man from the other side of the world that she knows nothing about, and you're supposed to just spend the night with them? Like, come on. Especially with the vibes they had. They just seemed so awkward. Then they were kind of being both standoffish to each other, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, they're not acting like they like each other. They're acting like they're, I don't know, almost like on a blind date, and like they don't know anything about each other. I don't expect them to be like comfortable, like, hey girl, hey guy, type of thing, but can you at least like each other? Like, it, I don't know, I wasn't feeling the vibes. I felt like it was very awkward on both their parts. They're both equally at fault, but it was awkward seeing their segments, and I felt like they had too much segments. So next we have, oh, Lisa and Usman. So Lisa arrives, oh, so they do the 24-hour in Nigeria to focus on Usman. He reveals to his friends, which I highly doubt, like, his friends are just, I think his friends are faking that whole scenario of like, oh, I don't know who she was and blah blah blah, because I'm like, these are your like boys, these are your roommates, these are your, like, your buddies. You haven't seen him on the phone with Lisa, you haven't seen him FaceTime, like, you didn't see him that, like, he just kept everything a secret. But he reveals to them that, like, hey, I'm dating this girl, she's from America, she's older. They ask for a picture, they show the picture. His friends are kind of like dogging him, like, yo, why are you marrying this American? Why? I thought you would marry someone from Nigeria, and blah blah blah. She's kind of old. But Usman is standing up for Lisa, saying like, this is my girl, this is who I want, this is who I want to be with, which, like, You do you, boo. Which he has every right to do. So, you have Lisa traveling to Nigeria, and then his friends have set up like the hotel room, and Usman has decided it's a good idea to surprise Lisa with his friends. Where they do that at? So then they, I guess, hide out somewhere, and he's like, "Oh my God, Lisa!" They see each other, and Lisa, like, I don't know, these older white women with their Nigerian men, they come off as so thirsty for some peen. Like, I was just like, okay, calm down, girl. She was kissing on him. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Or at least, what does he call her? Like, baby love type of thing. Very excited. Okay, good. And then he's like, oh, come over here. And then he surprises her with the friends, and she's like, oh, hey. And apparently this is a promise that Usman broke, which I was just like, are you like 10? Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like promise or you'll forever like regret it type of thing. I was just like, okay, his friends are there. His friends are not going to be in the hotel room with you. They're just there for moral support to welcome you. And I feel like I can see the problems forming already, that Lisa's not going to want to, she's not going to want to see Usman's life, and she just wants to kind of live in a bubble with just her and Usman. Which, it's good for like a portion of the trip, getting to know each other, but if you're planning on getting married, you gotta see his life. You gotta know who you're marrying. So she wasn't too fond of the friends, and then they're in the backseat of the car, some cringe-worthy-ish, them just kissing. I did not need to see her tongue. Ugh. And even his friends were just like, okay guys, chill. But his friends were actually very, very nice, and they were complete gentlemen. And so then after that, they arrive at the hotel, and they say like, okay, here you guys go, see ya. And then they're on the bed, and they're like kissing and talking about, well, I didn't come here to sleep, blah blah blah. We know what the deal is. So to be continued with their mess. So next we have Yolanda and Williams, which I feel like for my past videos I was calling him William because that's a more normal first name than Williams. So this is a short segment with Yolanda. It's counting down to the time that she's gonna have to go and see Williams. She's having trouble contacting him, and then all of a sudden he's deleted his social media. He's changed his name on Instagram, deleted all his pictures, won't pick up the phone, and she's like, my oh my, I wonder what has happened. We need to get to the bottom of it. Like, I was like, Yolanda, like, he's not real. He's a real person, but he's not who you've been talking to. And I don't want this to sound no type of way, but a man like that, who it seems like he likes the camera, photogenic, can't video chat with you in this day and age. So how he's posting things up on Instagram? Like, come on, he don't have a computer. There's no internet cafe where he lives. Like, he doesn't live in a third world country. There should be no reason why he can't answer your phone calls, like why he can't use some kind of method to video chat with you, even to send you a video of himself. Even the women who catfish their men in America, they will at least send them a video. So Yolanda, you're playing yourself. So next we have Darcy and Tom. So I don't know why they have this like montage of Darcy working in the gym. I hate that she tied, I guess, her jacket around her waist because it just looks so weird. But like she was like running on that treadmill and she was doing her thing. So she was working out, and then I don't know if it was during her workout or sometime after or before, she received some pictures from her sister that her sister's fiance sent her, because her sister's fiance, I want to say her name is Stacy's fiance, is still friends with Tom, and Tom had, I guess, sent him pictures of his new girl, which I don't even know if he broke code, because he just kind of sent them Stacy's way, and like obviously it's gonna get to Darcy. She's obviously hurt because she doesn't think that they're broken up, but I feel like when she said that they weren't communicating ever since their reunion and she doesn't know where they stand, I would not assume that you're in a relationship if you don't know where you stand. If it's either you're in one or you're not, but if you can't give me a clear answer, the answer is you're not. But we know Darcy, and Darcy never thinks that way. So Darcy's kind of just like, I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, she conveniently has decided that she needs to go to New York to get to the bottom of this, which there's nothing to get to because you guys are not together. He'd want to meet up with someone who he had a romantic notion with, not someone he's in love with, not someone who's his girlfriend. And then he's flaunting this other girl. So you guys are not together. You're not his side piece. You're not, like, he's not running a side chick type of thing. You guys are not together. He's living his life and you should live your life. I don't know why Darcy does this to herself. And because I feel like she just looks really desperate. She looks very sad. And I feel like, aside from getting plastic surgery, which she should stop doing, I feel like if she really like worked on herself and then properly put herself out there, she would find a man who would want her for her and her personality and everything that comes with it. Versus, I feel like she's just like chasing men, and there should be no reason that she's chasing men, because she's not chasing the right men and they're dogging her out on TV. So chill with that, Darcy. So next we have the newest couple. We have Stephanie, 29, from New York, and she's with, I don't know how old she is, but she's with a girl named Erica from Australia. So she's a YouTuber. I don't recognize her, but I recognize one of her friends on YouTube. So I was just like, oh, okay, everyone just hangs out. And she is bisexual, and she's seeing someone who is also bisexual. She has fallen in love with her, and she's decided to go to Australia to go and meet with her. She has some debilitating, I don't know if it was like a blood disease or immune disease. I wasn't paying attention, but she has a very life-threatening disease, which is also another risk that she's taking upon herself in order to go and meet this woman. But they're deeply in love. And then for her, she's hiding this secret from her mother and her family, because I don't know if like her mother's homophobic, or like her mother's gonna be disappointed in her in what way. Like, at this point, like, can we get past oh, I won't have grandchildren? Like, your daughter is very capable of getting pregnant without having a man and being in a relationship. Like, there's other ways of doing stuff. So, like, you don't have to worry about grandchildren. And what if your daughter does not want to have grandchildren? What do you have to say about that? So, I don't know what her mom could say. And I understand, like, she not wanting to disappoint her mom, but you gotta, like, live in your truth. Instead of sneaking around and stuff, because I was just like, well, why does the mom think she's on the show? But she explains why. And it's her kind of explaining to her mom why she needs to go to Australia to meet this random friend, which whatever excuse she's using, like I'm not buying it. Her mom shouldn't buy it. Like it sounds like garbage. Where she's just like, oh, I have this friend that like I need to meet. And the reason why she didn't want Erica to come up because she knew that her mom might not approve of this, which at this point it's like, you gotta accept me for who I am and who I love, or you gotta get out of the picture. There should be no reason why I feel like in this day and age that you're disowning your children for the choices they decide to make in their life about their sexuality. Like, I can understand you disowning your child because they're a murderer or something like that. They've done something heinous, but like come on. They kind of seem a little bit boring for now, but we'll kind of see what happens. So that covers the end of my recap of Before the 90 Days, 90 Day Fiance, Season 4, Episode either 3 or 4. You'll know in the title. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. I'm just a dumb cunt, fucking sick and tired of it. Maybe I could front love, maybe I could buy a zip, maybe I get fucked up. Next time I could save some. Why it's gotta be like this? Why it's gotta be that way? Put it inside. Feel so rise up, banging on that loud.